Hi, welcome to today's episode where we are talking about relevance laws and terminologies on Kenya immigration. Kenya immigration is governed by relevant laws, starting with the Constitution of Kenya, Chapter 3 on citizenship. Then we have the Kenya Citizenship and Immigration Act of 2011. And then there is the Service Act. Then there is the Immigration Regulations of 2012. There is the Kenya Visa Policy and any other relevant laws. Now let's go to some of the immigration terminologies. Now, when you want to come to Kenya as a visitor, you will need, if you come from a country that requires a visa to come to Kenya, you can either get a visa in your home country, if Kenya has an embassy, or you can apply online. Now, when you get with the visa, you can get into a plane and come all the way to the point of entry. If you're entering through Jomo Kenyatta Airport, the moment you get to the airport, you'll find immigration officers. When you give them your passport, they will look at it and then they will give you a status that is known as a visitor's pass. A visitor's pass allows you to be in Kenya for the period specified in your passport. Now, that is all about when you're coming to visit. Supposing you're coming to work, what do you need? If you're coming to work for a period less than 3 months or 6 months, you can get what is known as a special pass. With a special pass, you're able to work for a maximum of 6 months. And supposing now again, you realize that you've gotten a work and you want to work for a year or 2 years, what do you need? You need what is known as a work permit. A work permit is a long-term status that allows you to work in Kenya, depending on the terms of your engagement. And you can stay in Kenya for say 2 years. You could renew for another 2 years, and you could renew for another 2 years. And when you get to 7 years, you could either apply to be a permanent resident of Kenya, or you can apply to be a citizen. So in a nutshell, those are some of the statuses that you need to understand in Kenya. And when you are on a permit and you are married and you have children, what do they have then? For your spouse, you will need to get a dependent pass. And your children will also get a dependent pass. But your children may want to go to school. So how do they go to school? If you're going to school and you are not a Kenyan citizen, you need to get a student pass. That is what allows you to go to school. Even if you're on a dependent pass, you still need to get a student pass. So those are some of the statuses that you need to be in Kenya on immigration front. So if you have any question concerning any of those, we're happy to give a feedback. Thank you.
George is an experienced immigration practitioner with over 14 years experience from public service, United Nations and corporate practice locally and internationally. Currently, he is the practice leader at Fragomen Kenya Limited, where he oversees the company's operations in the Nairobi office covering the Eastern African region.